What is going on, everyone? Back again here to give you the January 30th, 2016 Fanduel Draftkings NBA slate breakdown. Uh, Today was quite the interesting day. Harden, Durant, and Westbrook stacks seemed to work for a lot of people, uh, and a lot of other players went off as well. So there was lots of value, whatnot, and a lot of people benefited from it. Most people from DFS, I think, cashed. I saw a lot of people cash in it. So let's break down this slate. Um, First game is the Warriors at the Philadelphia 76ers. This is the two early games in the slate. You don't have to play them. I don't think I am. But starting five for the Warriors, we got Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Harrison Barnes, Draymond Green, Andrew Bogut. And then assuming for the Sixers, I want to say Ish Smith, Nick Stauskas, Robert Covington, Nerlens Noel, and Jaleel Okafor. No lineups are out anywhere yet, so just trying to go off of that. Let's see what Vegas right now has the spread at. I'm just interested to see this. Golden State 17. They have a 217. Wow. So they're expecting this to be quite the scoring game. Um, I mean, I guess I could see it uh, completely fading the two early games. I don't think anyone streaming really went over the two early games because they're just automatically fading them. But I'm going to go over them. And if there was anybody I would target from this game, I think it would be the Sixers bench players. It's going to be a complete blowout. Can't really trust Ish or Nerlens and no one like that. So I think right away you go and look at TJ McConnell, um, see what his price is, and some reason he is not here. Let's go check out the lobby. And there we go. So the early slate, 5 p.m. It begins at. We have. So right away, I would go look at players from the Sixers bench. Possibly TJ McConnell would be the first guy I think I would look at. 3.9K. He's been playing a consistent amount of minutes. He's been hitting value, like low on the low note. He's actually been hitting value a lot of the time. So I think he's definitely someone you could look at playing over Ish a lot. Um, it's going to be a blowout 100%. So really consider players from the Sixers bench if you're looking to play the early game slate. Other than that, there's just not really much to talk about that game besides playing the Sixers bench. Um, let's go look at the next game. We have the Detroit Pistons at the Toronto Raptors. Starting five for the Pistons is going to be Reggie Jackson, KCP, Ersan Ilyasova, Marcus Morris, and Andre Drummond. Starting five for the Raptors, Kyle Lowry, assuming he's going to play last game. DeMar DeRozan, James Johnson, Luis Scola, and Jonas Valanciunas. So let's see right away what the spread's looking like on this game. They have Toronto winning by 7.5, 203. I can definitely see this being more of a high scoring game than 203. So right away, I think we can look at Kyle Lowry. He's definitely someone to look at. Um, had a big last game, wasn't even supposed to really play, and still decided to go off. And I wonder what he's priced at. I mean, this guy's a pretty elite point guard. Kyle Lowry's at 9K right now. Last game against the New York Knicks, Dropped to 51.2, and he wasn't even supposed to play. So Kyle Lowry against Reggie Jackson is a pretty nice matchup for Kyle Lowry. So strongly consider him if you're playing the early. Strongly consider Kyle Lowry for cash. Other than that, we got KCP, DeMar DeRozan, Ersan Ilyasova, James Johnson. Maybe you can look at Ersan Ilyasova. Check him out real quick. His minutes been really going down lately. I noticed that. It seems like Stanley Johnson's been getting a lot of time recently. So let's go check out Stanley Johnson real quick. He's at 3.9K. He's been playing a lot of minutes recently over Ersan. So Ersan's really not that safe for cash if you're looking for that. Possibly go look at Stanley Johnson. He's been getting a lot of minutes at 3.9K. He's crushing his value. So definitely someone to look at. DeMar DeRozan, KCP, that's another pretty good matchup. I mean, you could probably stack Lowry and DeRozan together in this game, and it will work out fine. So, other than that, don't really got much to say about that game. And personally, I'm fading the early game slate. Don't like it at all. So, let's move on to the 5-game, 7 p.m. main slate. We have first game going to be the Denver Nuggets at the Indiana Pacers. Starting 5 for the Nuggets. Like I said, no lineups are out right now, so just assume it. Moutier at the 1, Gary Harris, Gallinari, Kenneth Faried, and Jokic against George Hill, Monte Ellis, Paul George, Miles Turner, Ian Miami. Right away, I see this matchup. Let's go check out the spread real quick. It is Indiana favored by 8. Okay, so right away, the person that came straight to my head is Monte Ellis against Gary Harris. So Monte really had a big game last game against the Atlanta Hawks. He dropped 50 points. He's only 6.6K. So really, you only need like 33 to 40 out of him. So he has a very good matchup as Gary Harris. Defensive rating is absolute trash. Let's see if we can find him on this advanced stat sheet here. Defensive rating, obviously, the higher is the worst, so that's why I have it here. Gary Harris, right here, he's ranked number 24th right now in the league in worst defensive rating. So Monte really has the matchup here. I really like him, and I think I will start my lineup personally with Monte Ellis. And let's go see what other matchups we have here. George Hill, Moutier. So Moutier is another guy. He likes to turn the ball over. Usually averages 3 to 5 turnovers a game. You see here 7, 3, 4, 3, 5, 4. So expect a lot of steals. I can see even Monte get some of the steals. Maybe George Hill. Check him out real quick. He's at 5,700, so he's kind of expensive. There's a lot of other guys I want to talk about later. So, not really looking in the George Hill here. Maybe Gallinari. We got Miles Turner. Miles Turner is another guy who's been on a tear lately, but I think he affects the gameplay of other people on the court. So I don't really like anybody else besides Monte while Miles Turner is the starter. But you can strongly consider him. He's been hitting value almost every time for cash. So strongly consider him. The number one guy I think I'm going to target from this game is definitely Monte Ellis up against Gary Harris. Like I said, Gary Harris is 24th right now in the league with the worst defensive rating. So that's just a little bit of statistics right there for you. This game is the Pacers were favored by 8, and I'm really liking Monte here. Possibly consider Ian Mahimi. He's back. Only 5K, so you just need 25 out of him. since his 2 games returning, he has 30 and then 20.2. So maybe consider Ian Mahimi, but there's going to be a lot of other options, I think, on this slate. I personally like the next game a lot. Let's go check out the Brooklyn Nets at the New Orleans Pelicans. Starting 5 most likely for the Nets is Donald Sloan, Wayne Ellington, Joe Johnson, Thaddeus Young, and Brook Lopez. And right now, we're not sure really on. Right now, we're just not sure on Tyreke Evans or Anthony Davis. But assuming they starting 5 for the Pelicans with Norris Cole, Tyreke Evans. Oh man, Anthony Davis, maybe Alonzo G and Ashik. I don't know right now. We can't really predict. We'll check on the status right now on Anthony Davis, what they have him as. He has a concussion. He's questionable for Saturday. And Tyreke is also questionable for tomorrow. I think if Tyreke plays, he's going to be on a minute restriction because this man's been injured on and off all year so far. So maybe the first guy we can consider looking at is Norris Cole. Assuming Anthony Davis and Tyreke Evans, or just actually assuming Tyreke Evans is on a minute restriction, we could go and just look at Norris Cole right away. Last game he had a tear, obviously, against the Kings. Here, he's going to be matched up with Donald Sloan. So I could see Norris Cole maybe having a decent game. I don't know too much personally about Donald Sloan, but if there was a point guard from this game I think I'd play. Obviously, we'll look at Drew Holiday. 7K now. You give this guy big minutes. He's really producing for this team. I know the last 2 games don't say much, but he's done it against Minnesota, Memphis, Clippers. This guy just really produces. They give him the minutes. Assuming Tyreke Evans is out or is on a minute restriction, I really, really like Drew Holiday a lot. So I'm just gonna plug him in there too. And what is the spread on this game? Right now, there is no spread because Anthony Davis and Tyreke Evans are listed as questionable. So we have Drew Holiday. We like him. Obviously, he's going to probably get the minutes again. Assuming Anthony Davis is out, I mean, this guy has a concussion. Do we expect him to really play? So I think we go look at Ryan Anderson. This man had like 20-something points at halftime. 3 games in a row. He's crushed value. If Anthony Davis is out, really, really, really like Ryan Anderson. This guy can shoot, get you rebounds, as you can see. And he's just another strong power forward position from this Pelicans team we can consider. So assuming Anthony Davis is out, this is just something we're going to build right here. We're going to add Ryan Anderson to this. And if I liked one person from the other side of the ball from the Nets, I think I personally like Brook Lopez a lot against Omar Ashik. Brook Lopez had a monster game against the Mavericks, 28-12, dropped 52.9 fantasy points. For 8.1K, we need at least 40 out of him. I think we can see him get 40, mostly against the Pelicans. I could see him getting 40. Anywhere from 45 to 50 would make me really satisfied with him. So he's another guy we can consider from this game. Personally, that's really all the good options. There's not, if Anthony Davis and Tyreke Evans are out, that's really what we need to bank on and just wait on before we really, really pick anyone from this game. So let's move on to the next game of the slate, which is the Sacramento Kings at the Memphis Grizzlies. Starting 5 for the Kings: Rajon Rondo, Ben McLemore, I think I saw Rudy Gay's playing, so let's check this out real quick. Rudy Gay will play Saturday, so he's going to most likely start. So Rajon Rondo, Ben McLemore, Rudy Gay, DeMarcus Cousins, Willie Cauley-Stein up against Mike Conley, Courtney Lee, Tony Allen, Zach Randolph, and Marc Gasol. So here's another game I think I'm going to target personally. So right off the bat, I think we go and look at Mike Conley. He's going to have the matchup against Rondo. I think he can easily hit 33 to 40. He did it against the Orlando Magic, the Pelicans. So you can maybe count on Mike Conley. But really the matchup I like here is Courtney Lee. If he's at the 2 and he's up against Ben McLemore, I really, really like him. You've seen what he could do in crappy matchups. 20 here, 24 here. Didn't really do much against Gary Harris here. So I don't know if we can trust him. Maybe more of a tournament option. But that's just something to consider. Ben McLemore. I don't know where. Let's see if he's on this list anywhere. We got Marco Bellinelli here, 14th worst defensive rating in the league. Oh, here's Donald Sloan. Okay. So maybe backtracking to the previous game, maybe we could strongly consider Norris Cole and Drew Holiday. Back to this game, we were looking for. There's another king here, Darren Collison, 25th worst defensive rating in the league. Trying to find Ben McLemore. He's got to be here somewhere. This guy gives up so many points. Here he is, 61st in the worst defensive rating in the league. Okay, so maybe strongly consider point guards or shooting guards from the Grizzlies side of the match. Marc Gasol up against Willie Cauley-Stein could be another good option we could look at. Once again, in this matchup, there's really not much value. I don't really have any value picks from this Kings-Grizzlies game, but there's not really much value on the slate to even consider. Let's see what Vegas has this spread at. They have the Memphis favorited by 3 at 203 over under. Not that high of a scoring game. One of the lowest they have on the slate. We can go check out obviously DeMarcus Cousins. This dude's just been on an absolute tear recently. Portland Trail Blazers, he kind of struggled, but that was on a night of a back-to-back double overtime. So we could forgive him for this. But for 11.3 thousand, can we really bank on 50-ish from him? I mean, we're going to need at least, I think, for that price, 60 out of him. And do we think he can do it against Zebo? I mean, Zebo is a very, very aggressive player that can get in the players' heads very easily. So DeMarcus Cousins against the Grizzlies is going to be a very tough call. We'll get more into that when we start building our lineup. Let's check out our next match, the Washington Wizards at Houston Rockets. Rockets are on a back-to-back. Spread on this game, the Rockets are favored by 3. This is the highest scoring game they have on the slate. Right now it's at 218 over under. So right away we have to go look at James Harden. It's going to be matched up against Garrett Temple. Starting 5 for this match is John Wall, Garrett Temple, Otto Porter maybe if he plays. If not, Bradley Beal. I'm thinking. I'm not sure what the Wizards are gonna do or what their injuries are looking like right now. But let's go check out Porter real quick while we're talking about him. The game time decision just has him listed as a game time decision right now. Actually, he should be provided by the team. We're kind of waiting on his condition as of right now. But Nene and Gortat starting five for the Rockets. We got Patrick Beverly, James Harden, Trevor Ariza, Corey Brewer, and Dwight Howard, assuming that's the same starting five from today or yesterday, we can say. Dwight Howard got ejected yesterday. Um, Screwed a lot of people possibly out of money. Uh, so right away, honestly, we should go look at John Wall. Actually, let's look at James Harden first. I mean, he's going to be up against Garrett Temple. Uh, what do we see? Like 54.9 yesterday against OKC. Up against Garrett Temple. I mean, James Harden, he's going to have at least a 60-point night against the Wizards if he's going to be up against Garrett Temple. So right away, I think we could just plug him in along with Monte. Let's put Harden up top, Monte right below him. And like I said, right now we're at a 218 over under. So we all know James Harden is also as well a horrible defender. So whoever's starting at the two for the Wizards, we could possibly consider them too. But right now, I'm linking the Harden Monte stack. Looks nice. Could definitely see Monte getting 30, 40, and Harden easily getting 50 plus in this matchup. Uh, Another person from this game we can look at is John Wall. He's 9.7K. So we're going to need at least 50 out of him. He had 47.9 against Moutier. 4 steals. Something Moutier tends to do is turn the ball over. So we see right here, John Wall benefited from that. 9.7K, we're going to need at least 50 out of him. I don't know if we can get it today. I mean, he's going to be up against Patrick Beverly, who is, I think we saw him up here, closer around here. We're at 39th in the league in the worst defensive rating category. So Patrick Beverly's defense, not really there. So John Wall is another option you could look at. Personally, I don't think I'm going to play him, but we'll check that later as we are building the lineup. A big point per minute type of guy is Nene. He tends to get big points. You give him the minutes, he gets the points. He'll get rebounds. He'll get some blocks here and there, and he tends to hit value a lot of the time. I mean, at this price, we really only need 22 to 25 from the hit value. And I think it could be possible here if he's going to be matched up against Corey Brewer or Trevor Ariza. I'm not sure what the Rockets are going to do. Maybe they're going to put up Josh Smith as a starter tomorrow. But we could try to look at maybe Dwight Howard. See what they got Dwight right now. He had 23.1 and 21 minutes against OKC before he got ejected. So I don't know if I like Dwight that much. Maybe someone we could consider, maybe not. But yeah, let's move into the finale. We have the San Antonio Spurs at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay. I don't know. Let's check out the spread here. The Spurs favored by just 1.5. Okay. I'm pretty sure the last time these two teams played, the Spurs, did they beat them by a lot? I'm not sure. Let's try to find this match. Spurs versus Cavaliers, 2016. Nope. 2015. Maybe right here. Is this it? Yes. So the Spurs won by only 4 points in the last matchup. Let's make sure this video is paused here. Starting five, I forgot to say for this match, is going to be the same starting five that it looks like from the last time they played. So it's going to be Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith, LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Tristan Thompson up against Tony Parker, Danny Green, Leonard, LMA, and possibly David West, because Tim Duncan has been ruled out. Let's just double check on Tim Duncan being ruled out here. He will sit Saturday's match against the Cavaliers. So Tim Duncan is ruled out. The spread's only 1.5 here, and the last time these two teams played was only a 4-point game. I thought it was way more than that. LeBron James, we got LeBron. I don't know who I like most from this matchup, honestly. I think right away, I think we go look at Leonard, because Leonard, every time he tends to play the Cavaliers, he destroys them, he locks down players, and his defense is good. Didn't look it in the Warriors game, but last time we played the Cavs, 40 minutes, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, 1 steal. Dropped 41 and a half. I mean, for 7,300, we need at least 35-ish to 40 out of them for cash. Any more than that, and be pretty happy with that. So definitely an option to consider is Leonard at the small forward position. I don't know if I really like anyone from the Cleveland side of the ball. It seemed like the last time around, the starters obviously had 30 plus. Kyrie looks like he was locked down, only 6 for 17 from the field. J.R. Smith did his thing shooting wise. Tristan Thompson, he did his thing, 18 points, 14 rebounds. Kevin Love, I think we're going to start to see a new type of Kevin Love player with the new up-tempo these Cavaliers are playing. So I really like the Cavaliers tomorrow. I could see them actually maybe blowing out the Spurs. I mean, it's a tough call to call, but I can see it happening. Tony Parker had a really big game last time, 24 points. He shot 11 for 18 in 35 minutes against them. Leonard played good. LMA, 29 minutes, he really struggled with 4 personal fouls. It seems like when LMA is playing a good team, he tends to struggle. I've noticed that over the past couple of times he had to go up against a good team, a good matchup, and he has struggled. The weird thing about this is Kevin Love struggled as well, so it's kind of weird. So let's check out Tony Parker, what his price is looking like on Fanduel. Tony Parker is listed as 5,600, so we need around 26-ish to 30, and be happy with that. Anything more, be really happy. So last time we see right here, he had 38.8 against the Cavaliers. So he has the matchup against Kyrie. Kyrie's not the best defender in the league right now. He's not looking like himself recently, but yesterday he played pretty good. 0.6K at 36.8, so he hit his value. He just really just a scoring type of guy right now. Rebounds, assists, really down. Obviously, don't really expect blocks out of him. Steals, you can expect maybe 1, 3. Not going to see that. It's Phoenix Suns, so it's going to turn. The Suns are going to turn the ball over a lot. So I don't really like anyone else from this matchup. There's not really much value on the slate. Mostly, if you're not playing the two early games, there's not that much value. So scratch the two early games, and you are left with these five right here. Waiting on lots of news, lots of injury news for the Pelicans. So let's go try and build a lineup real quick. I think we can keep what we have so far, assuming Tyreek Evans is going to be on a minute restriction and Anthony Davis is going to be out. Uh, I strongly think Anthony Davis is going to be out due to his injury. The concussion he has, don't really think he's going to play. It's Anthony Davis. Like, come on now. So, right now, I like Drew a lot. Another guy we can consider at point guard is Tony Parker. I really think we need one of these guys from the top, though. John Wall, Rajon Rondo. Let's take out Drew. Let's throw in John Wall, and then throw in Norris Cole. That's what it was. 4,700 for Norris Cole. So we need 25-ish out of him. I think it's very possible in his matchup, as we saw Donald Sloan's defensive rating is not too well. So John Wall, Norris Cole, James Harden, Monte Ellis. Let's go check out our small forward on the slate. I think we could go ahead and just throw Leonard in there. He tends to go off against the Cavaliers, and I think he will today as well. Another small forward we can consider Corey Brewer. This guy, 3.6K, he's getting 30 minutes. His value there, but two in the middle here, he didn't really do much. So I don't know if we could trust him that much. Alonzo G, if he gets a start, 4K, we just need 20 out of him. I mean, he's done it 4 games in a row. I think we could possibly get it out of him again. He's going up against the Nets, so it's very possible that it can happen. But we'll keep it safe. We'll try to keep it safe here. We'll leave the small forward open for now and go check out our other options. Over at the center position, Dwight Howard up against Gortat, Lopez against Omar Ashik, Gasol up against Willie Cauley-Stein. The person I like most, honestly, if we are going to fade Boogie, I like Brook Lopez a lot. So let's see if we could what we could work with here with Brook Lopez there. Also, Tristan Thompson. I mean, his last matchup against the Spurs, 35 minutes, 18 points, 14 rebounds, he had 36.3. It seems like in weird matchups this guy goes off, like against the Spurs, the Timberwolves, 36.4. Today against the Pistons, 28.8. It's like every other game this guy gets double-double. So don't really know what to expect out of him at this point. Miles Turner, if he gets 2 minutes, for 5K, we just need around 25-ish out of him. So let's go ahead and throw him in there. So we're gonna have the D grade somewhere here. I want to keep Lopez. I want to keep them. Point guard. Let's degrade Wall to Rondo. Go ahead and look at the small forward. We're gonna have to degrade someone else here. Let's assume Anthony Davis plays, and you don't really want to consider Ryan Anderson here. David West gets a start, maybe. Just need 20 out of him. He can do it. We mentioned the Nate earlier. Point per minute guy. Let's go ahead and throw the Nate in there. Gives us 4,800 for a small forward. Let's just throw G in there. So this is just something you can work with. Made it real quick. Yeah, that's something you can work with. So let's go try and build a lineup over on Draftkings. Already kind of started it here. Mike Conley, James Harden. Leonard is really pricey over on Draftkings. So let's go see if we can get someone a little bit cheaper. So throw Alonzo G in there. It's a nice low value play. Power forward. We didn't have Boogie in our Fanduel, so let's go ahead and just throw him in our DraftKings center. We can put Jokic, Mozgov. No. Look at Boban sneakily moving up in price. Miles Turner. He's a center on DraftKings. So let's go ahead and throw him in there. Guard. And we can just throw it there. Norris Cole in there. Forward. I think Josh Smith could draw the start, and we'll throw him in there. And we're gonna have to go down somewhere. Let's go down on Boogie, Marcus Cousins. Man. It's tough. So over here, let's assume again that Anthony Davis sits. We'll put him in there. It gives us 7.2. Man. 7.2. Brook Lopez. Let's go ahead and throw Brook Lopez in there. So this is just something you could work with. I'm going to try to make another lineup real quick for you guys. We'll have John Wall. Actually, where's Drew at? 7.1. We'll have Drew Holiday, James Harden, and then we'll put Boogie in. See what we can work with here. Alonzo G, maybe. There you are. Throw him in there. Throw Miles Turner in there. Guard. Let's see what Dellavedova is last. Game against Cleveland look like. Or the Spurs look like. Didn't really do much. Guard position. Let's fade James Harden for a Monte in there. And then put Rondo. And then Cole. And then if we assume David West gets the start for Tim Duncan, throw him in there, and it gives us 3,700 for Utah. Boy Allen. Todd Lawson. Where's the maybe Bryce Jones gets to start again. Let's just throw him in there. That's pretty interesting. So just something else you can work with. Don't like it that much, but you can work with it. Just get an idea. Monte's a lock. Cole's a lock for me. So that's just 2 locks I got right now. I'm gonna play for sure. So yeah, guys, that's your NBA slate for January 30th. Just pretty much a 5-game slate. 2 games are phased to me. So just let me know what you guys think about the video. This is my second video. Let me know what I need to work on to make better quality and just get better at doing this. Appreciate everyone that came out to watch, and peace.